Hi guys, my name's Elise. I wrote this poem specifically for Heritage Fair because it's a time when we celebrate our cultures and our identities. And in the United States, we've seen a lot of oppression in the past. People are deemed inferior for their race and their gender and sexuality. So I'm here to acknowledge that inequality and hopefully inspire you to be sensitive to people's identities. This poem is called Coexist. Oppression sounds like something from the past. It sounds like a big word that we've heard in history class with black and white pictures and small font captions when black men were lynched from tall trees and women's voices could only be heard in the confines of houses and people of color weren't even allowed to buy those houses. It sounds like something from the past. But then I listened to that whole song of humanity and I heard that bass, that endless rhythm that runs on the bottom of the human race. I heard the gunshots and chokeholds, the wage gaps and rape stats, people hiding in the closet, condemned for their love. I heard racism in the airport and racism with the cops. A sexual woman is a slut, but a sexual man is not. I heard people inferior for their sexuality, their culture, or religion. I heard it louder than the riots after Ferguson. I heard the media tell us to look a certain way. Women, you need lighter skin and longer legs, and if you can't shed some weight, maybe you can shed your tears until your knees hit the cold bathroom tile, face in hands, fingers picking at the flaws like Sharpie stains on your skin that you just can't remove, wondering what you did to deserve this curse of ugliness because someone told you you could only find self-worth in our appearance. The media tells us we should keep up with the Kardashians but not keep up with our confidence. It seems like nobody has a good relationship with the mirror anymore. I heard racism sneak through our halls. People throw around the N-word and F-O-B. Do you even know the history? You may not be racist outrightly, but aren't you subtly perpetrating white supremacy? I heard someone ask why black people were so butthurt after Ferguson, because it's not like they experienced slavery. I heard someone say to my Muslim friend, go back to your country, towelhead. People saying they have jungle fever and yellow fever, and I even heard someone say they thought Mexicans were dirty. And yeah, racist jokes can be funny and lighthearted, but we must remember that minority groups are still called minority groups. I've heard people are fine when they see the letters LGBTQ on paper, but appalled when they take human form, condemning the boy who likes boys, and the girl who likes girls, and the kid who fails to conform to gender roles at all, enforcing the idea that we all must be cisgendered and straight, calling people faggots and saying that's so gay. Society seems to say if you're not normal, you should be afraid. I don't know why we are so afraid of individuality, but we seem to mask our fear with negativity. When did the word unique come to mean inferior? Maybe, just maybe, someone is different than you. Different race, culture, or religion too. Maybe they're heavier, disabled, transgender, or gay, or maybe they're just a little weird. But that's not to say they are less. That's not to say they don't deserve your respect. I wish oppression stayed in my history books and people could find value in character instead of in looks. I wish people could be friends with the mirror and accept themselves, but that can only happen if we accept everybody else. It's hard enough when the media tells us we're not good enough, or white enough, straight enough, or smart enough, but it's even harder when our peers tell us to. So let's all sing our own notes because it's the variety that makes the harmony. And if anything, Heritage Fair is a time to be in harmony. It's a time to celebrate our differences, unite our cultures, races, and colors, and accept one another. Now I may sound like a barefoot granola hippie, but my message is this. If everyone opens their minds, we can all coexist.